Be gone, demons. Be gone, all sinners. All right. I feel like this incense is going good. Okay. This one is my absolute favorite. Well, I don't know. Cinnamon's pretty high up there, though, too. But vanilla is definitely one of my favorites. But cinnamon is up there. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing? Oh, I look like hell. I look like hell today. I feel it. You ever have one of those days where you get up and you're just like, your body's just tired? You're just like, ugh. Okay, my body's just tired. That's how I feel. Like my body just feels like super tired. How are you guys doing this evening? I'm just having some candy, so don't mind me. Just being gluttonous. I made some really good dinner tonight. Oh, I feel like I'm getting a little pimple or something right here. Mother effer. I don't need another freaking pimple. I made some very good dinner today. I was a good Mexican today. My ancestors would be proud. And I made enchiladas with Mexican rice and beans. I have photographic evidence. It was so good. Oh, I have I'm very comfortable cooking, obviously, but I have a love-hate relationship with cooking rice because I feel like when I cook rice, it could either be it'll come out perfect or like it'll stick. And I mean, knock on wood, I haven't had rice stick on me in a while. Hey, Cheaty. But my Mexican rice today came out perfect. My boyfriend was standing in the kitchen with me and I was cooking and stuff. And I actually had him, I was rolling the enchiladas when I was making the rice. I was when you make Mexican rice, if you don't know, when you make Mexican rice, you toast the rice. And I cook onion in mine when I do it. Hey, Latina. And what was I saying? Oh, so I was trying to roll my enchiladas and I was like, hey, can you just, brown the rice for me and just keep, letting it sit, turn around, let it sit for a second, turn around, keep mixing it up. And I was taking my tomatoes and putting into my blender with all my seasonings and stuff like that because, that's the Mexican way of making the Mexican rice, right? And I poured my liquid into the browned rice. I like to cook onion in mine. Growing up, my mom always had chunks of tomato and onion in ours. I didn't put the tomato chunks this time. I just did the onion. I wish I would have put the tomato chunks in there though, like the diced up tomato, but I did not, but I can always do it again. And and I was putting in my mixture in there. I tasted it after having it in there for a minute, just like the liquid that you cook the Mexican rice in. And I tasted it. I was like, I'm going to put a little bit more. And I like stronger seasoned things. And I put a little bit more in there. And then I gave one good little final stir. I turned my heat down to low and I put the lid on my rice and I was like, oh, Mexican ancestors, please let my rice come out good tonight. And oh, excuse me, I'm burping. Chris started laughing so hard. He goes, what are you doing? And I said, I'm praying to the Mexican ancestors and pleading my mother to please shine upon my Mexican rice tonight because I feel like every time I make rice, I get like a little nervous. I feel like it's either going to be really good or it's going to go sideways on me real fucking quick. So I get really nervous that the Mexican rice is going to go sideways on me. But I mean, it came out very good. Very, very, very good. It was very much a hit amongst the household, so I can't complain. What did you guys have for dinner tonight? I don't know what to do tomorrow. I still have a little bit of um, taco meat left. I have plenty of corn tortillas left. I was thinking I could possibly make some tostadas, or some. Oh, I can make nachos because I have to. Oh, if y'all have not fried fresh corn tortillas to make fresh tortilla chips, you guys have not lived until you have done that. I promise you, you just have not lived until you have made and had like salsa or guacamole, like fresh guac or something like that with fresh corn tortillas as chips, because it is next level ish. Um, what was I gonna say? I don't know what I'm gonna make for dinner tomorrow. Any ideas? I mean, I've been cooking Mexican food the last couple days. Uh they asked me to make white people tacos last night. So we did white people taco night last night. And then I figured, because I'm already making like taco meat and stuff like that, well, I'm going to make a bigger batch so I have leftovers for enchiladas uh, tomorrow. So that's what we did today. I made enchiladas. A peach cut up with a couple of strawberries and a few blackberries. You just had fruit. Oh, I admire you. I need to get back on dieting because I got chunky. I'm getting chunky again. So I need to get back to dieting because I'm getting to be a gordo again. That's what happens. Like you get in a relationship and then you get fat together. You eat, I cook, he eats, I eat, and then we just get fat together. To get all fat and sassy together. That's what we like to do. We like to eat because we're fat. Um, exactly. It's the holiday season. It's a holiday season. It's okay to get chunky during the holiday season. That's what you know what? I agree with you. I don't know what is in this blanket. I have Mason's blanket on my lap. Oh my God, he had this blanket when he was little. He used to be obsessed with like pirate stuff. So this is a big pirate blanket, and I have it because I'm just a little chilly. Just a little chilly. And water. I like flavored waters a lot. Like the water enhancer thing. My favorite one is the grape Kool-Aid. I fucking love the grape Kool-Aid. And then I love the any of like the bottle packet or whatever, those things. The Dole, like Dole, the Dole, like variety box. Oh, those are good. Those are very good. Like there's like a Mexican, or not Mexican. Oh my gosh. There's like a mango, like tropical mango. Oh, I love that one too. Mm. Mexican food was your next choice. I would have fed you Mexican food, Michelle. You would have been very happy. Oh, so good. My ex-husband, like he liked to make fun of me for not being Mexican enough. Hi, Chispa. My ex-husband would make fun of me for not being Mexican enough because I don't look like it. I don't know if I ever showed you guys a picture of my mom. Let me see. I think I might have. Oh gosh, David's back. Hello, David. Let me see if I can find a picture of my mom. Especially, oh my God, my grandmother. My grandmother was super Mexican, like Mexican, right? All right, hold on. Let me find this picture of my mom. I know she's in here somewhere. Mom, where'd you go? Show yourself, woman. I know I have a picture of my mom in my phone. I just don't know where. I've been cleaning up my phone because I have so much shit in my phone. So much. Okay, I just found my grandma. I found her. Mom, where are you? Because I know you're here somewhere. Mm, Where did I put you? I have so many pictures on my phone. Anyway, so I'll just tell you while I'm scrolling and looking. My gosh, where did I put this photo? There's my grandmother. Oh no, I wonder if I accidentally deleted it for some reason. I don't think I did. Oh no. Oh no. That would really, really, really suck. Okay, let me look again. Oh no, it's right here. Oh, thank God. Okay, so my ex-husband, hi maid. My ex-husband used to make fun of me for not being Mexican enough, right? So, uh, because I don't really like look Mexican, but like I would make Mexican food for him all the time, like enchiladas, tacos, birria, like all that kind of it, right? Um, Pasole. I've made what is it called? I've made arroz con pollo. That's chicken. What is? How do you say the pork? Is it arroz con? I know it's arroz con something. Arroz con dule or something. I don't know. I've made pernil or pernine or however the hell you call it. That's more Puerto Ricanish, I think. But they used to ask me to make Mexican rice like all the time with things. And he used to like have it and he'd be like, I don't know how you can cook all this Mexican food and you're not Mexican. I was just looking at him like, what? Like you've met my mom. Like how can you even say that I'm not Mexican? Like just because I don't look like it, you know? But this was my mom. Now, granted, I'm gonna just put out there, my mom was very pale because this was around December. There's a Christmas tree in this photo, so it was around December. So this was considered pale for my mother because normally my mom was like super dark. But that was my mom. Do you think I look like my mom? I think I do. I think I look like my mom. Oh wait, let me show you. This is my mommy. I think I very much look like my mom in the face. But that was my mom. And I'll show you guys my grandma. My grandma, oh my gosh, she looks super Mexican, like super Mexican. All right. And then this is my grandmother. I never met her. I don't know anything about her. The only thing I know about my grandmother is that my aunt Alma told me and then someone else one time we were sitting down and it was funny because I don't even know how we got to talking about it. But apparently, like people used to, my grandmother was sought out to talk to people. And my Aunt Alma never knew because she was like very, very, very young. But apparently, my grandmother was psychic, and people would pay my mom and ask her question or my grandmother, sorry, and they would seek guidance from my grandmother all the time. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. Oh, she's so pretty, and you guys look so much alike. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do look like my mom, especially like if my hair is down and like all that kind of stuff. I do look like my mom. Like her and I right next to each other, we definitely look like each other for sure. For sure. Dang it, my nail polish is chipping. I took off my acrylics not too long ago because you know how you have to like let your nails like breathe every now and then. So I took off my acrylics and I've had to cut them down so many times because my nails underneath were like paper thin, like big time paper thin. It was really, really, really bad. So I I've cut them down so many times. Hi Kathy. I've cut them down a lot. And Guadalupe. Um, and I now feel like they're getting to the point where they're getting a little stronger. So I put some nail polish on them because it felt weird having like no nail polish on. And I forgot how quickly regular nail polish starts to chip because this literally like I painted it, I don't know, maybe like Thursday or Friday I did my nails. I think maybe Wednesday or Thursday, I think. So it hasn't even been a week and I'm already getting some chips and stuff in here. But in the nail polishes defense, I do a lot of dishes. So I feel like I'm kind of bringing that on myself a little bit. I know. As soon as you wash dishes, can't talk. As soon as you wash dishes, it starts to chip off. But I put like a really good thick clear coat, two clear coats on it. Hi, Priscilla. I put two clear coats on it, so I was like, maybe I would be good. Hi, Stephanie. She was Vanessa. Kind of like how I say Guadalupe. Guadalupe. I don't know. Just every time I see it in Guadalupe, it just sounds like a party to me, like fiesta. I don't know how to explain it. I think I'm still delirious from being so full from dinner. I brought my little sleep gummy in here to take with me because my sleeping schedule has been so bad. And I went to Taylor Stitching and Bitching More. Hey, oh my God, I remember your name. I remember your name. I remember Stitching and Bitching. um, but hey, I brought my sleep gummy in here because this morning I woke up. My sleep schedule's been like a little messed up, and I went to bed last night a little earlier. That's why I didn't go live last night. And excuse me. So I took my sleep gummy and I went to bed a little bit earlier. I woke up in like horrible pain from my neck. I was in a car accident in like 2014 and I got horrible whiplash to the point where like for the last I would say 5 years my neck pain has been almost unbearable like every day. And I've taken so much ibuprofen. I'm in pain all the time, like from my neck and my shoulders. And lately, like my neck pain feels like it's like gets worse. Like I don't really have like much like to turn. This is a lot better than what it used to be, but I don't have a lot of like I forgot that word, but I don't have a lot of movement space like in my neck and stuff. And I sleep on like a roll neck pillow to try to like get my neck to be comfortable. But sometimes it causes the worst headaches and it like shoots right up my head and it goes right into my temples. And as soon as it goes there, it goes in my eyes. And this morning when I woke up, my head was pounding so bad, like so bad. And I just laid right down. I went right back to sleep. So I slept for a very long time, majority of the day. I feel like I didn't get up till like almost 1 o'clock. So that just kind of like sucked. And then also this morning, when I woke up, I started feeling a little bit of that ear pain on my right hand side and then right here. So I need to take some more what is that called? Sinus like medicine because it's like if I'm not consistently taking sinus medicine, I get sick. I've literally gotten sick pretty much every month. I've gotten sick this year, and I don't know why. Actually, I didn't start getting sick until about a few weeks to almost a month after I moved into here, which is weird. Hey, how are you doing? You just clicked. Was I on the recommended? Probably not. I highly doubt it. But I'm glad you're here. We're just chit chatting. I thought about maybe doing some readings, but I'm like, I feel tired. Like I feel like run down and sluggish and shit like that. We're just talking about dinner, seeing what you guys made. I am very stressed. I am very stressed. I've been making like editing more like content and stuff like that. And I made a trying to think. I made a TikTok for psychic readings and stuff like that. I'm a little nervous about making like psychic medium content on TikTok only because like you get heckled bad over there. Like you get heckled so bad over there, and I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to deal with it. Um, I still need your info so I can make you a. Oh my god, I would love a crochet bat. Send me a message on one of my socials, and I can give you my PO box. Yes, you were in my recommended, and I'm so stressed over my daughter, so I came in. I'm so sorry. What's going on? Do you want to talk about it? You want to talk about it? We can talk about it. You want to talk about it? We can talk about it. Yeah, Taylor, just message me on one of my socials or something. Facebook is probably like the easiest because I know for sure that I'll get that message. All right, tell me what's wrong, Soper Girl. Have you been here before? Because I don't know if I like recognize your name. But I'm the worst with names. I'm so bad. I don't have any allergies, love. That's so weird. I literally don't have any allergies at all. The only allergy, well, let me take that back. I don't have like any dust or seasonal allergies, nothing like that. I'm allergic to uh tree nuts and bees. That's other than that, I'm okay. Like I've never been someone that got sick. Like I've never been like that in my life. I don't know if it's something maybe in the house that's making me sick, but I'm the only one that's getting sick too. But then also too, I think it's really funny that all of a sudden I did find out that my ex-friend was paying to have black magic done against me. And I've never been this sick in my life. And all of a sudden I just keep getting sick and sick and sick. And my child has a random heart condition out of nowhere and all this kind of stuff. And she literally still, still tries to talk about me online, but she's such a pussy that she can't do it from her own account. So she does it from anonymous accounts, but then says things that only her and I and our very close friends that I'm actually still friends with and she's not still friends with, only we would know. But then like she pretends it's not her. Like if you're gonna talk shit about me and lie about me, because that's all that it is complete fucking lies. If you're gonna talk bad about me, at least be woman enough to fucking say it from your own mouth. The same mouth that and the same face that you said that you wanted to punch me in if I was standing in front of you, which I would have mopped the fucking floor with that old bitch. So little side note. She's 18, moved to Austin, Texas, got a new puppy, and has zero direction. Just moved into a new apartment. No, my first time here. Okay. Well, I'm before I give you my psychic medium-ish type of opinion, I'm gonna give you now I'm a mom too. I'm just gonna put that out there. I have an almost 13-year-old son. He's my only child. And I don't even want to think about the day that he's not living in my home because I will start to cry. But I think if she's let me give you my non-mom opinion first. The best thing for her sometimes and those and younger people sometimes especially um when they don't have any direction or anything like that is to figure it out. And I know it's hard because like as a parent, like we don't want our kids to struggle or anything like that. But sometimes the best thing that you can do is let her figure it out. Let her realize how hard it is. She's either going to sink or swim. And the best thing you can do is to make sure that she always feels that she has your support, that you are rooting for her, that you tell her, like, hey, listen, I know you're going to struggle, but that's where you learn. And if she doesn't learn through struggle, then I would really, really, really say that, that could be an issue. But having zero direction, it's hard. If you really sit back and you think about it, right? We have our children going through school and they're by the time they're in high school, they're supposed to at least figure out what the fuck they want to do with their life. but then we don't trust them to make a decision on what they want to do with the rest of their life. But society and parents and all that kind of stuff, they expect your kid to know, like, oh, you have to go to college and you have to do this and you have to do that or whatever. Like, it's like we expect them to be able to make that decision and know what they want to do with their life. But then, like, and I'm not condemning you, I promise. I don't mean this to beat you up. Yeah, I know you're new here, so you don't know me that well, but I'm cool. I promise. I just I'm very direct, like when I talk, right? And I promise you I'm not attacking you, because as a mom, like, I'd be terrified if that was my kid too. Like, I totally get it. But uh we can't expect our children, our teenage children that are 17, 18 years old, to know what they want to do with their life. And then when they don't know what they want to do, we don't trust them enough to make like judgment for themselves to go, hey, I don't know what I want to do. So I'm going to do this for right now. I'm going to chill for a minute. You know, we can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Am I making any sense? Because in my brain, it makes sense. In my brain, it makes a lot of sense. Um, I've told her that her dad and I paid all her bills last month. She's not in school and not doing anything. Her older brothers have done. I just want her to come home. Well, maybe let her know that if she is continuing to need financial help, then she needs to have a plan on what she wants to do. There is if you want to send me a private message, because I helped a friend's daughter look into this. If you want to send me a private message, there's so many things that she could be doing, whether it's classes online and stuff like that, to get like, she could be like the bottom of the barrel, like nurse, like a CNA, or a a med tech. And happy Halloween. Hello, buddy. She could do a course like that. It takes 4 months. If she wants to be uh, working in a surgical room in literally like a year to a year and a half, she could be a surgical tech. They make a lot of fucking money. After being a surgical tech for a year, she could do a travel surgical tech. She would make a fuck ton of money doing that. She could work in a dentist's office. She could be a medical assistant. I mean, there's a lot of like things that she could do where she can get certified fairly quickly. Um, she's just got to be willing to do it. But if you can't pay her way, and then her do nothing, she's got to try to do something. She has to soul search somewhere. But you paying for everything is just enabling her. You telling her to come home and letting her just veg out there. Yes, I know you feel better about it because she's under your roof and it's not going to cost you additional funds, more than likely. But that's not going to help her either. If she doesn't want to do anything right now, or at least if she knows like a little bit of the field she wants to go into, that might be helpful. Um, my psychic medium opinion, I think that if it feels like she just doesn't care. It's like she cares, but she's like, ugh, no, I don't care. Um, I don't know if maybe she might benefit from a reading, maybe find some direction, some soul searching. People ask me questions about like career and guidance, like that kind of stuff all the time. So if you wanted to get a private reading for her, that might be something that would be helpful to her if she's open to that kind of stuff. Her dad and all her family is in Kentucky. She can't do blood. I've been a CPC medical coder for 24 years. Okay. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. There's all these programs. If she can't do blood, that's fine. She don't have to. There's tons of things that she can do that don't require that kind of stuff. But if you think that she's open to it and maybe you want to get her a reading, she can ask me some career questions and I can kind of help give her like a little bit of a push. She could be a pharmacist. She could be she could do anything. Yeah, if she's she's lost. I understand that. I understand. And let me tell you, like, why I understand that, because I wanted to be, I went to school and wanted to do my choices in work. I worked for the federal government. I worked for the Department of Homeland Security. I had a lot of federal security clearances. I've done a lot of things that majority I cannot speak about. Um, I've done a lot of things, and that is where I wanted my life to go. I wanted to work in law enforcement. I wanted to work for the FBI or DEA or CIA one day. I love intel. I like homeland security. I like that kind of stuff. Right before my mom got cancer, I was filling out paperwork to go into the military. Luckily, I did not, because I you know, I got Mason, and I'm never going to trade Mason for anything. Not one thing. But what I will say is that after I had Mason and I was a stay-at-home mom for a few years, like, I love being a stay-at-home mom, but I felt this large loss. Like, I didn't fulfill this career path and this potential that I wanted to have. And I still kind of feel like that sometimes. I still feel like I missed my calling in that sort of way. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm very much a no nonsense lady. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very matter of fact. I'm very strong in conviction. I'm not fearful of things like that. I carry. I'm Me working in law enforcement isn't far fetched if you know who I am in real life. And I just really feel like I've lost my calling when I was a mom. And after losing my mom, I just felt like I didn't want to do that anymore, because it was more important for me to make it home to my son and be there with him than me ever putting myself in harm's way where he wouldn't have me. And I felt so lost for many years. And I wish that I would have done something. I wish that I would have done something still. I wish I could have definitely went into the medical field. I could have done a lot of things. And I kick myself for being at my age and not doing something like that. And I could imagine, I mean, no matter what your age is, right? Feeling lost and not knowing what to do fucking sucks. So I understand that lost feeling that she's probably feeling. So, like I was saying, if you want to get a reading for her, I know Cheedy in the chat is putting out the booking link and stuff like that. Like, I can try to help her in any way that she wants and stuff like that. She is also the baby of 5 boys, and her, oh my God, one of my sons just retired from the Marines. He has a family of his own at 27. My mom, and is dying of small cell lung cancer. I mean, I'm sure that she feels an immense pressure knowing what her older siblings have done, and now she's the last one there. I'm sure that she probably feels like she's fucking up even more because she doesn't know what she wants and everyone else magically did, or it fell in their lap, or just a multitude of things. So, I mean, if you want me to, I can, if she wanted to do a reading or whatever, I can try to talk to her. I can give her some guidance. Um, Obviously, I can pull cards. I feel like cards will be very helpful for her, because uh, if she has like some certain thoughts in her head or ideas of, hey, maybe this sounds good or maybe this sounds good. You know what I mean? Like, I can kind of like maybe help her narrow it down, help her come up with a plan. Um, you know, Especially though too, like, it sucks to hear that your mom's passing, and I'm so sorry. My mom passed of cancer when Mason was a baby, and I think that really kind of like propelled me into not only postpartum depression even more than I already had. I had horrible postpartum depression. And I think that not only did that propel me into postpartum depression and spiral me deeper into that, um, I I changed the way I looked at everything after that. Um, yeah, I changed a lot of like how I perceived things and stuff like that. I literally like this sounds like a little bit embarrassing, but I'm not embarrassed because I know I'm not the only person. But I did not have Mason leave my sight until he was over a year old. That's how bad my postpartum depression was, is that if I went somewhere, Mason went with me. But Mason's always been my little buddy. So it's just kind of like stuck that way. It's just kind of been stuck that way. Can I ask you, can you tell me if I'm going to get my SSDI? I'd probably have to like look into cards with that because it's hard to hear like a yes or a no, but it just depends. Um, yes, she's the baby in the family minus a niece and nephews. I'm sure that's a lot of pressure for her, and I'm sure she wants to make everyone happy and she doesn't want to let you down and all that kind of stuff. And she just needs a little bit of direction. So I had the worst postpartum depression with her than I did with all her brothers. Yeah, I remember telling my gynecologist like one time, like after I had Mason. And I don't know, I had some sort of checkup or something with her. I don't remember why. And I remember telling her, like, I think I have very bad postpartum depression. And I don't remember how the conversation exactly went, but it was something on the lines of like, oh, you have the baby blues, blah, 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 like all this kind of stuff. And it was definitely after like he was like a couple months old. And I was telling her, I was like, "No, I something feels wrong. Like it doesn't feel right." Obviously I was happy. I loved my baby and just all this kind of stuff, but like it was very dark in my brain. And I just remember like telling her and even like as my OBGYN, the person that one of the 2 people that delivered my baby, she, like, did not take it seriously at all, and then, like, I was just like, "Alright, whatever, I guess this is normal then," and it just didn't it it wasn't like I thought it was gonna be. I was just like that, my kids never left my side. I mean, honestly, like, I'm happy that Mason never left my side because sadly, you can't trust anybody with your fucking kids. You just can't. You can't trust people with your children. Even family, you know? You can't trust anybody with your kids, and I sure as shit wasn't gonna trust anybody with my baby. You know? That's so crazy. I feel like today postpartum depression is taken much more seriously and it can go on for yeah. I think now since people are so active on social media and they talk about it and stuff like that, like, I agree. Like I think it's a little bit more socially acceptable, but like almost 13 years ago, it was not. And then, like, I felt guilty. I don't know, I felt a lot of things, but then, like, also, oh, I got a dry spot. I was losing my mom at the same time, and I was watching her decline because my mom had been battling cancer for, God, almost 3 years, and I was just watching my mom just fade away and die slowly in front of me while I'm trying to take care of a baby. My ex-husband was a piece of shit. He wasn't supportive. My 2 older stepkids were fucking horrible, causing problems all the time. My in-laws, they were horrible. So it's like everyone around me, I just I was going through it, and it was uh it was really hard. I felt very alone, and when I went to my doctor for help, there was no help there. So it was just like really, really, really fucking sucks. God, I remember how that feels just like fucking yesterday. It fucking sucks. Big time. I'm glad that now it's more, I don't want to call it sociably acceptable, but I think that's not the best term I want to use. More understood. I think that people are a little bit more sympathetic, but that was my experience. It wasn't the best. My youngest is that way. Only person who keeps an eye on my son was a neighbor who wound up being my best friend. We're still friends. Lives in Arizona. I live in Oklahoma. I bet you Oklahoma's beautiful. Have you looked into Sebastian Roberts' case? I don't look into any uh cases or anything like that. I remember too, and it's been 20 years. Yeah, you just don't forget those feelings. You just don't. You don't forget those feelings, and it really fucking sucks. Does anyone else have a Nadia? I had a set of twins and then had two single boys back to back and then Nadia. Now I have four grandbabies, two. Oh my gosh, you have a lot of twins. You have a lot of twins in your family. I'm currently going through some intense postpartum stuff and it sucks. My hormones are all over the place. Sometimes I feel like I'm never going to be myself again. It's so hard. I my best advice for you, Nicole, is to find some things that make you happy. If you need help, reach out for help. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel like you're bothering anybody. I hope that you have a good support system at home. Um, if you feel like you need say some sort of medication to give you a boost, don't feel bad or embarrassed or anything about that. Like nothing. Just try to get some help. Self-care. Yes, self-care is really, really, really good. My mom died and it's been hard to be a mom without her. I completely understand. My mom passed away when my son was like not even 6 months old. So I understand like how hard that is. I think with my mom passing though, like if I didn't have Mason, I think that I would have probably ended up hurting myself. And I'm just being completely, completely, completely honest. I think that since I had Mason, he's truly just saved my life when he was a baby. Um, oh, I'm sorry, Taylor. That really sucks. Um, it's not. Oh, I like true crime stuff. I just don't really remember like many people. I don't really remember like I like to watch like true crime like documentaries and stuff like that, but I never did like readings or anything on there. I want to make more like card polls and stuff like that about it. I just get really discouraged when it comes to making content because it's just not it's not it's not watched. You know what I mean? Like it's not watched. So it's very discouraging to make content when I know that I'm going to spend a lot of time on it and it's going to do nothing. Over time, sure, but it just still like really doesn't do much for me. Yes, crazy twins. You know what? Honestly, like my heart goes out to you because I could not imagine like having twins or triplets or something like that. Well, I had no help. So maybe it would be easier for people that have like a support system and stuff like that. But I had like no help. So it wasn't easy for me. It was very difficult. It was very difficult with just two sets of hands. Mm, I'm sorry, one set of hands. I don't have two sets of hands. I have before hands. I only have two. Even now, sober girl, even now, like I feel like I don't know what I want to do sometimes. I like doing readings and stuff like that or whatever, but it weighs on me and it's very hard. Um talking to talking to people that are hurting all the time weighs on me emotionally and it's very hard. Would you want another baby, Vanessa? Oh, that's such a loaded question. Well, do you want some news or no? I was kidding. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Um, I would love to have another baby. In hindsight, that like in my heart, yes, I would love to have another baby. Love to have another baby. But for that shit now. I am. I'm too old for that shit. I have some medical things going on that I haven't discussed yet. It's just not going to happen. Um, I always wanted to have another baby. It just didn't pan out for me. And uh, I'm okay because honestly, like Mason is the best, best child ever. He's so smart, he's so kind, he's authentic, he has a good heart. He wants to do the right thing, not just when someone's looking, but even when someone's not around, he's honest and he does the right thing. Um, I'm not sure yet, Shayna. I'll get to that in a minute though. Um, I'm not I'm not against I wasn't against having more kids. It just didn't happen for me. But I now, not anytime soon, not anytime soon, but I now look forward and I want Mason to have kids and I can't wait to be a grandma. I already have my grandma name picked out. Um, I walk through the aisles of Target and Walmart and all that kind of stuff. And no, no, you're not rushing me. You're not rushing me. I was trying to answer you, but I was trying to keep my thoughts straight. Oh my God, my nose is like so itchy. Um, I was trying to keep my thoughts straight because y'all know I have super ADHD, so it's hard for me to keep my thoughts straight. Um, no, I I think that now I look forward to being a grandmother when the day comes. Hopefully not anytime too soon. And I walk through the aisles sometimes in like Target and Walmart and stuff, and I see baby things. I'm like, oh my God, I want one so bad. And I look at all like the little Halloween kitty books and I'll look at Chris and I'll be like, oh my God, I can't wait till Mason has kids. I was like, this is going to be the most spoiled grandchildren ever. I want them to have their own like a room at my house and stuff. My computer just went off and I don't know why. Oh, David sent me stars. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Look at you, David. I'm going to like your little comment, David. I'm going to send it. Hold on, let me see if I can heart it. Let's see. Oh, I hearted it. Thank you, David. Um, but yeah. So now I'm just waiting. Not to change the subject, but how did you hold up during the hurricane? Sorry if I missed your hurricane. No, you're fine. The hurricane wasn't too bad. It was definitely storming pretty good. Apparently, you know what? Let me look now because I was remembering to look before. Apparently, we have more storms coming in the tropics. But when I check the tropics website, the one that I like to use is windy.com because you can scroll through and scroll forward. Um, See, the ones that I'm looking at, I don't see these. Oh, no, it's right there. Ah, shish kebab. Fuck. All right, let's see if this is showing me where it's going to go. It's trying. Okay, it's going to go through. See, okay, so right now they have one storm that they say is going to develop. And right now, per the windy.com website, I am scrolling through, and next Monday, it's gonna hit. Let me scroll in. Um these little island clusters that are southeast, directly southeast of Nassau, of the Bahamas, and it looks like it gets there and just like curves right back out. But apparently there's another one that's possibly brewing off of the Gulf, which I'm sorry, I'm gonna sound like a conspiracy theorist right now, but as a weather enthusiast and a lifelong Floridian, I can honestly tell you that that doesn't fucking happen like that. That does not happen like that. They are making these storms right there around Georgetown and Playa del Carmen. Very rarely we get hurricanes off of the coast of Mexico, and now we continue to get hurricanes off of the coast of Mexico. There's another one that they're saying could be coming off of the coast of Mexico, but I haven't seen it yet. Um, I haven't seen it start to form or anything like that, but that doesn't mean it won't. It's just right now I'm not seeing it form, but I've lived in Florida my whole entire life. I've been in so many freaking hurricanes, and very very rare occasion has a hurricane really developed like that off of Mexico, and now it just happens all the time. Um, how do I get a card pull for my only girl, Nadia? Her dad and I are on opposite sides of the spectrum, but girls are so different than boys. Are you wanting to do a full reading for her? Do you want to do a private reading? I know that let me pen the comment because she just posted it a minute ago. Let me pen it real quick. Um, Pen message. Okay. I just penned it, Sober Girl. I just penned it for you. That is the link to my private readings, and you can book through there, and you can ask me a whole bunch of questions. I can answer them all for you. It's just you and I talking. I think I do have availability the next few days. I'm not sure. Let me see. Oh my God, that's my first boy. Just real and authentic. Yep, Mason's the same way. I dream of being a grandma, but I won't make it that long, most likely. Why do you say that, Amanda? Don't say that. Oh my God, are you in Florida? My oldest son lives right outside Orlando, but we're all. Oh, I lived in Orlando. I was born and raised in Orlando. I moved out of Orlando when I was. Shit, how old was I? 32. Mm. Oh, Shayna, I've got a lot of conspiracy theories. Oh my gosh, Amanda, I'm so sorry to hear that. Don't think negative though. You got to think positive. There's so many people that are fighting that and winning. I just saw this thing where they were coming out with actual like breast cancer stuff, and it was people using ivermectin and a couple other things. I don't remember what it is. And then I just found out that that my old neighbor is sick with cancer. I did not know, but I was scrolling TikTok and I saw that she had a port, and it looked like she was doing chemo through a port. I have her phone number. I didn't text her because I don't even want to think about it because she's a really nice lady and stuff. It's hard. You have one too. I'm so sorry to hear about that. You have to be positive though. You have to. I know how hard it is. Trust me, I've lived it. Not having it, but watching cancer. Can you share a conspiracy theory with us? I just did the one. I really think that they are manufacturing the weather. I think they're doing things. I also think that they're doing a lot of fucking shit in Antarctica because it's really weird that in Antarctica there's a lot of secret government agencies there. And I also think it's really weird that a lot of countries have their own governmental agencies there, but no one can really go there. And you have to have federal security clearances to go there. Just saying. I think they know something we don't know. I have a friend that is a pilot in the military, and I asked him one time, I was like, "Do you think the earth is flat?" And he said, "No, but I don't think it's as round as people think either." And I was like, "Well, why do you think that?" And then he was explaining it to me, and I was like, "Okay, that makes sense." And he said, "Well, I've just seen it from above hundreds of times too." So he's like, "I know it's not. I know it's not like that." And then I asked him about Antarctica, and he said there's a lot of government officials in Antarctica, like military government officials and stuff. So I was like, "Oh, okay." I know some things about 9/11 that I cannot discuss. I'm already leaning towards the holistic side of healing. I'm trusting big pharma. I would never trust big pharma at all. Um, God, I want to talk about something so bad and I can't say it yet, but um, our government, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only, does not want us to be healthy. It wants us to be sick. If you look at the things that are on the boxes of the food aisles, in the food aisles and stuff, like it's a whole bunch of chemicals that we can't pronounce. If you look at our country versus a whole bunch of other countries where they don't allow all those foreign agents in their food, um, they aren't sick like us. They aren't obese like us. They aren't, anything like that. And like Russia and Germany, Paris, like Europe as a whole, they don't allow these things in their food. Like even in Canada, like our cereal is so brightly colored and theirs is not. Like they don't have all those dyes and chemicals and just all that crazy shit. And I mean, it's not a conspiracy theory if it's factual. It's right there. Um let me see. Our government is making us sick with foods and medications. 100%. I believe that. 100%. Vanessa, I hope you and your family are safe. We did really good. We're fine. Luckily, we didn't really lose power. It flickered a few times. It didn't really get like too bad or anything like that. There is no money in a cure. Oh, 100%. They don't make any money off of people that are, you know. Do you think chemtrails are toxic? I would assume so. I don't know definitively, but like my gut tells me yes. My gut tells me yes. Let me read some of the stuff in here. Let's see. My son is in a position that requires high security clearances. Things are not what they see. Oh, yeah. The news is a complete fucking lie. The news is a complete fucking lie. Complete fucking lie. I worked for the federal government for quite a few years. Now, granted, I worked in one of the newest fucking agencies that there was. So, the youngest fucking agency that there is, right? And when I tell you that even in the smallest, the smallest of little tadpoles in a huge fucking pond, 10 times bigger pond, even that small little tiny little baby piece of government that I worked in, when I tell you that those motherfuckers were corrupt, they were fucking, quite a few of them were fucking corrupt. I have seen a supervisor take a fucking swing at at a manager. I remember I was there. I was in the fucking briefing because I was a supervisor and I had a lot of federal security clearances and I did a lot of shit for them, right? And I was in a fucking meeting with the federal security director of the Orlando International Airport. I was there with GOA, who is the Greater Orlando Aviation Authority. I was there with multiple other managers. I'm not going to name them, but I know Mr. Crawford was there. Who was there? So there's 3 other managers. The guy that took a swing at him, I was there. The FSD director, the AFSD director was also there. And then there was CBP people there. There was 1 CBP person, two CBP people there. And the local FBI director was there too. And this supervisor and I used to butt heads all the fucking time, right? And he was a man and, thought I was stupid. And, I'm a woman. I don't know anything, but, I used to run a checkpoint with 1,500 people, but, I'm an idiot. And I literally watched him take a fucking swing at a fellow fucking manager. He missed and he went into a whole bunch of computer chairs and shit like that were in front of a table where some of the other people were. They were sitting around and some of us were standing. And literally 2 months later, I kid you not, he became a fucking manager himself. And the manager that he took a swing at was moved to a different airport. I think at fucking New Mexico or something. They shipped him out. And we're like, what the fuck? There was me and 1 other person there that we were talking about it. I had a manager approach me and tell me that I didn't see anything. I was like, no, yes, the fuck I did. Yes, the fuck I did. And he's like, no, you did not see anything. And I said, well, yes, I did. I absolutely did. So if you want me to not see anything, then what am I not seeing here? Because I'm going to get asked. There's not a fucking, that the federal security director was there of the airport. If you want to look him up, you can look him up. I'm not fucking kidding. His name was John Daly when I worked there. And John Daly was a very, very, very fucking nice man. I used to have lunch with him all the time. I made friends with him before I knew he was the federal security director of Orlando. And I said, no. He's going to come talk to me about it. He was there. He saw that I was there. He's going to talk to me about it. So, yeah. So when I tell you that just little shit like that, just little things like that of how corrupt they are or how they can be and stuff like that, it's crazy. John Daly is also a very it's an actor or some golfer or something like that named John Daly. I don't know, but the John Daly I'm talking about was the federal security director, FSD of MCO. Oh, you definitely can't trust the local news. Hell no. Local news? Hell no. I don't trust anything they say on the news. Hi, Jasmine. I'm glad you made it. You got the lore? What does that mean? What is lore? Are you talking about old stories, lore, that kind of stuff? Okay, you guys asked me about readings and stuff like that for tonight. Put a heart in the chat if you're looking to get some sort of reading tonight. If you can put a heart in the chat, and then let's try to dwindle it down. Yeah, I know that one, but I'm talking a public figure, not. Maybe I haven't worked for the Department of Homeland Security in a very long time, so I don't know what he could be doing. Yeah, all the kids are using lore for all the backstory. Okay. So now they're using the word lore. Oh my god, these freaking words that these kids come up with nowadays. I feel so old. But sometimes I'll just walk. I've been doing this to Mason for years. I'll just walk around the house. And you remember back in the day, all the kids were going sheesh, and they would go like this, and I didn't know what the fuck that meant. I still don't know what it meant. But I would walk around, and Mason and I would kind of hi, Janelle. Mason and I would like look at each other from like we would like run into each other from across the house, and I would just look at him and go sheesh, and he'd be like, "What are you doing?" Or like the new words is like skibbity riz or some sort of wild shit like that. I don't some shit I don't know. Something I have no business knowing, because when you pay bills, you have no business knowing those stupid little words. And we had to look it up because Mason didn't know what it was either. He just looked at me. He's like, "Mom," because I'll just say like, you know, "Oh, you still do the whip?" I can't with the current slang either. I really can't. And he him and I looked up what skibbity riz means, and apparently riz is like talking someone up, or like I guess like having game or flirting. To me, it would just be like flirting, right? And apparently having skibbity riz is like you can't flirt. And I've also heard the term skibbity toilet riz. So yeah, all those words. Okay, I didn't know that skippity could be good. I just thought it was bad. That's what we looked up. Oh my god, my grandson is always saying that. Yeah, no, I do not let Mason talk like that. When he started being old enough to realize that other people were saying those words, I looked at him the first time he said bruh, and I said, "Do not ever let me hear you say that ever again. Please. Please. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it." I said I did not raise you to speak like that. I did not raise you to use words that are not in the dictionary. Um, if you want to speak to me, it needs to be in the dictionary. So that's that's how he talks, because I told him to not use words that are not in the dictionary. Oh yeah, that would chap my ass too. I'm not gonna lie. Riz is charisma. Okay, charisma is a good word to like think of it. I just don't want him to talk and sound like he's a fucking idiot. I'm not trying to be mean, but I see these stupid fucking kids on TikTok. And when I say kids, I mean they're like old enough to vote, and it's so gross to hear. They're like 18 to 20 years old, and they're like, "Bruh, this is so sus." And I'm like, "Oh, it makes my skin crawl." It literally makes my skin crawl when they say sus and all that kind of stuff. It's like our society has been dumbed down so much, and I feel like my generation is like the last generation where we have some fucking common sense. um Technically I'm a millennial, but I'm a much older millennial. I was born in 1988, so I'm a much older millennial technically. But I don't know, I just hear all these words and I just look at these kids and I'm just like, "Damn, you're dumb." These are like when I hear someone say these words, it makes me think that they can't boil noodles. It makes me think that they can't cook an egg. They have to call their mommy and ask them how to do the washing machine. They don't know how to make doctor's appointments. Like I'm just like, "Ugh, God, what did your parents let you do?" And I just no, Mason is a representation of me and how I am as a mother and who I am as a parent and what I allow in my household. And I will be damned if my child walks around sounding like that. And I'm not making fun of anybody else or attacking anybody else's parenting, but I'm just saying for Vanessa, Vanessa does not allow Mason to speak like that. He might use those kind of words with his friends every now and then, but I've never heard him say it, and I better not. I mean, he's not going to be in trouble for it or anything like that, but I'm just really not going to like it. Those, yeah, the entitled kids. Oh God, don't even get me started with that. My grandson is 10. I think he thinks it's cool. Yeah, probably. He probably just wants to fit in. And they refuse to call someone on the phone. Oh, just I don't know about that, but I haven't experienced that myself personally, but yeah, no. What haircut? Hold wait. What haircut? I'm missing it. Oh, the broccoli, like fluffy, like poofy, like hair that's like all the way out here. It's like all the way out here, like big poofy freaking hair. No, I don't let Mason do that either. I don't think, well, one, Mason doesn't have the hair for it. His hair is too heavy. He has thick, thick Mexican hair. His hair is too heavy, but nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Mason looks very like clean cut and stuff like that. I don't know. I think I'm kind of like old school in my thinking. I feel like Mason is a representation of me. And I want him to be better than me. I want him to have better than me. I want him, you know what I mean? Like you know, that's just how I feel about it. I'm sorry. That's just how like I feel about it. Oh my god, I asked if you guys wanted to do readings and I totally did not answer. Sorry. Oh gosh, not P Diddy coming in my chat, not the diddler. Listen here, P Diddy, you did it. You did it. You did some. Oh, y'all don't even get me started on freaking P Diddy, the diddler. I got. No, I don't have no baby oil. I don't have. It was from Costco. Probably. It seemed like P Diddy liked to buy in bulk. I'm not gonna lie. Very much so. Diddler. The diddler. No, P. Diddy did all that shit. I think there's plenty of people in there. I think Beyonce and Jay-Z did some shit. I think that Illuminati is 100% real. I think that they do things with children. I think that there's so much more child trafficking around than you know. There's a lot of child trafficking when it comes to political figures. Um, I could tell you what party that they belong to, but you guys probably wouldn't want to hear it. Yeah. Yep. Vanessa, did you get my stars on Facebook? No, someone named David sent me stars, but I don't think I got them from you, Kathy. I saw, yeah, David Colho. I'm not even gonna try to say that last name. David sent me stars, but I did not get any from you. You don't have to send me stars, Kathy. I appreciate it and I love you forever, but P. Diddy, are you still in the chat? There's so many people celebrities that do things and all that kind of stuff. And Ashton Kutcher having the organization about fighting, wanting to move to Europe. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not even going to make comments about Ashton Kutcher other than I would not believe the front. Put it that way. They're from both parties, but one is way worse than another because my friend from the FBI told me that she's seen cases with it, and she told me it is astonishingly more on one side than the other. Oh, P. Diddy is here. P. Diddy didn't do anything. Free my boy P. Diddy. Okay. Well, all right. Well, Diddler, I'm gonna let you go. You can go have some fun with your boy P. Diddy in prison. I'm sure he's gonna be holding a lot of pockets. Yeah. P. Diddy's gonna be holding a lot of pockets in jail. In prison where he needs to be. He should be under the prison. Under it. There's plenty of. Oh, you know who should be right under the prison with him? R. Kelly. Oh, wait, is R. Kelly like still in prison? Did he die? Like I don't fucking know. Good riddance. He was raping children or graping children for a long time. Can't use real terms. No, he's still alive. Sadly. Let's see. He's 57. I don't know which prison he's in, but yep. That's one too. Damn it, Vanessa, you beat me to it. Yeah, I got him. He's still in prison. His daughter came out and said he was essaying her when she was a child. I believe it. There is a few people on YouTube that I watch, and one of them is called Colorado Ped Patrol. and he does live catches of adults. Sometimes there's men and women teams together, majority of the time men. He does these live catches and he live streams on YouTube. If you guys look it up, it's Colorado Ped Patrol. And he literally catches people trying to actively meet up with little girls. Um, Last week, one of them, him and his wife was in on it. They had children in their home, they had grandchildren in their home. He admitted to doing things to the children and grandchildren that were in his home. He admitted that he knows some sort of dominatrix mistress person that sells children and teaches them how to be um how do I say this word? Okay, money sign EX slaves, I guess. Let's just put it that way. Slaves isn't a bad word. It happened. It's history. There's tons of societies have been slaves in our whole entire world from existence. So the Egyptians, the Scottish, the African, Polish were enslaved for a while. The Irish were enslaved for a very long time. Asian cultures are enslaved a lot. I mean, it's happened everywhere. But um, I mean, the things that he was saying about that world was just astonishing to hear. And like it just doesn't get televised. I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's really bad. I love the Mickey pumpkin behind you. Oh, thank you. It actually sometimes I put a candle in there, but you can't like really see it too much. I got it from Disney many years ago around Halloween. See, I have like a tea light candle in here that was burnt, but little pumpkin. It says Happy Halloween on the back, and I love it. Uh-oh, now I gotta figure out how to sit this thing in here. There we go. I love this thing. Oh, I kept the sticker on it. I only paid $19.99 for this thing. Look at that. Actually, no. You know what? I had a 20% discount back then because I was a annual pass holder, so I only paid $15 for it. No, maybe a little over 15 after tax and stuff. Oh, it's absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It is rampant. That's a steal for that. It is a steal for that pumpkin. I'm surprised too, girl. But that was many years ago. So that was pre this economy. Hi, Janet. How are you doing? Hi, Susan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've only been live for like an hour and 18 minutes. It hasn't been anything like too crazy. I thought about doing some readings and stuff tonight, but I'm like, ugh, I don't know. I'll probably come back live tomorrow and maybe do some readings tomorrow. I want to try to grow like my TikTok and stuff like that too. I need to go take a tinkle in a minute. But I'm probably going to get off here in a minute, guys, to be honest with you. I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm going to take this right now. It's my sleep gummy. It is 12:28 my time. I should be able to be knocked out in about 45 minutes. Susan, I'm going to go live tomorrow around 10 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. I also have, if you want to book a private reading with me, I also do private readings. If you guys want to connect with anyone that is not living, that's mediumship. That is always done during a private reading. But here is a link right here. I'll pin it in the comments as well. If you're wanting to book a private reading, there is my link for a private reading. If you guys want a private reading and Hold on, Kathy. If you guys want a private reading and none of the times or days work out for you, just send me a message somewhere on one of my social medias. Facebook Messenger, I get those messages pretty quickly. You can send me an email. My email is it's me, Vanessa Duh at gmail.com. Literally my name at gmail.com. Um, so if you want to send me an email there and just say, hey, listen, bitch, none of your times work for me, I'll be like, all right, well, let's figure something out. But feel free to book a private reading. Um, the melatonin gummies for me normally kick in around like, I would say about 45 minutes, the 40 to 45-minute range. It's supposed to be like half an hour. I did chat with Joy. Oh, you just reminded me. I need to add some stuff to my bio and send it to her. I'll try to do that tonight. Um, I'm having so much trouble sleeping. Um, Girl, I could not go to sleep if it wasn't for melatonin gummies. I actually need to add some more to my list. I literally could not go to sleep if it wasn't for melatonin gummies. I have such a hard time sleeping. Melatonin gummies. I get the 5 milligrams. Mason likes to take them sometimes. The ones off of Amazon are really good. You get a lot of gummies. They went up in price though, because they used to be like $5 and change. Now they're $7.63, but you get 120 of them. And those are really, Kathy, send me a message on Facebook and I'll send them to you. Do I wake up groggy? No, I don't wake up groggy. Personally, I do not wake up groggy. If you overdo it and you like take too many, then I could see someone, waking up feeling a little groggy if you like overdo it or whatever. But more than likely, no, you will not wake up uh feeling groggy. There has been times where I have taken um I've taken a combination of melatonin gummy and melatonin gummy and a half of a sleep aid. It was like a Walmart one, and I got good deep sleep, but I did wake up a little groggy. Okay, Susan, no problem. Oh, Susan, just so you know, and just so you guys know, if you go through my booking link, I don't know how or why or how it's possible, how PayPal does it, but PayPal allows you a lot of times for most people, you can break your payments. You can book now and break your payments up into 4 payments. So full advantage of that option if they allow you to do it. I don't know how to do it. I think it like prompts you if you go through it and you have like active or already established PayPal and stuff like that too. So I'm not sure of the parameters. I'm really not. I'm not sure of the parameters. Jasmine, I was gonna do readings tonight, but I'm like, I'm just not feeling it tonight. But if you want to book a private reading with me, there is penned. My booking link is in the pinned comments. And definitely, guys, take advantage of the PayPal breaking it up into multiple payments. And if there's something in my calendar that doesn't work for you guys, oh, excuse me, by all means, please let me know. Please let me know. And I can carve time out of my super not so busy schedule to get a reading for you. Like, I'll help you guys out. I don't mind. Oh, I got an itch. I got an itch. You're so welcome, Jasmine. But I'll be live again tomorrow. Actually, I need to see if there's anything for this Saturday because I actually have plans this Saturday. So I need to make sure I don't have Saturday open on my calendar. Let me see if I can do that over here. Let's see. I'll go to my own booking calendar. Last weekend, I went to the beach. I tried a restaurant I've never tried before. I went to the beach And I like to go to the beach and stuff like that, but like I'm not always like super big into getting in the water and all kind of stuff. Like I just want to walk around the beach. Oh, I do need to take the that day off. Okay. Oh, I do. I have availability. If you guys are wanting to book a reading, I do have availability tomorrow and on Thursday for this week right now. There are a couple spots in there. There are a couple spots in there. And then right now I have active, I have the 15-minute card pull, the 45-minute reading, and the 30-minute reading. But just know that the 30-minute and the 45-minute reading have mediumship. The 15-minute reading is only a card pull. It's only a card pull. Okay. And the links are in the pinned comments. If you're wanting to book a full reading, you will not be dissatisfied. I promise you that. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off for tonight. I will be live again tomorrow. Please make sure you have your like notifications on and stuff. Hi, new viewer here. I started following you after I saw you on Mama's Lou panel. Oh, thank you for coming over. I need to text Lou actually. I need to text Lou because I wanted to see if maybe she wanted to do a reading. I'm not sure if she would want to do that or not, but we have some other things that something else we want to work on together. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I hope you guys have a good night. Be kind to yourselves. Take your vitamins, drink your water, do all that good stuff. I will see you guys live tomorrow. We'll do some readings tomorrow. I promise. We'll do some readings tomorrow. Okay. I love you all, and I will see you mañana. Kathy, message me if you want me to send you the link to the those melatonin gummies. All right. I love you guys all. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to other people. But be kind to you too. All right. I love you guys all. Bye.